It's like, man, you guys, if there's anything I can impart on you, is journal. Your life is way more interesting than you think because it's not going to feel like anything while it's going by. But in retrospect, you look back. Like I can just go through, I keep a journal, one file per year. So I started a new one in 2025. If I'm going to look up, like I'm going to do a director's chair episode,
Mhm.
I look up Michael Mann, all the conversations we had since 94 that I wrote down that I felt, and it's like, oh my God, I can't believe we said that. That's how I knew about that thing with Quentin. I had forgotten about that story with Quentin saying, Pulp Fiction. I had forgotten that because from the moment I asked him that question to the success at Cannes was very quick. So it was a lost moment in time where I had it recorded down to the time, down to the hour when I asked him that question. He thought it wasn't, he didn't think that was the one for him.
Yeah, and there's I don't know, when it's private journaling, there's an honesty, there's an innocence that about like the dreams you have about the future, the conceptions you have about the future. I mean, that's what this thing is a journal.
It's just a journal. And it's like,
But the profundity like
you
comes
look
out of it,
back and it's
right?
crazy. Yeah, you didn't, and so much I figured out then. I'm talking like a professor by the end of that. Like people come up to me and they're
Yeah.
asking me all these
Yeah.
questions about stuff I wrote in there, and I'm like, I wrote that in that book. Shit, I was smart back then. What happened? I don't remember half of that. But I think that it's the same thing when you go to teach someone. Your mouth opens and stuff comes out. I'm always taping myself, like when I go to give a talk, because that's also the pipe working.
Mhm.
Someone else is talking through you sometimes. So the act of sharing, that's why I've always liked to share information because the feedback loop is insane. Like me inspiring DJ to go write. He writes the script in 3 days, comes back, tells me, now I'm doing that method. And it's like, wow, people come back with their version. And I love telling my kids stuff that I learned that I wish I could tell myself, but I can't take a time machine. Closest thing is telling your kid because then they can take that information and process. So many times they've come back and said, wow, Dad, the lesson you taught us about this is really, it's really become big in our minds. Yeah, what was that? And they tell me, I'm like, I never told you that. They say, yeah, you told us. Well, I told you maybe 10% of that. All the rest you added. Oh yeah, well, we embellished it over. Like they turned it into something else. And it's like, wow, that's so cool.